Welcome back to Central Valley Talk. We come here every day to talk about cool things going on around Fresno and the valley and the mountains, and to keep you up to date. Now, we've had a lot of questions going on about solar. Is it time to get solar? Is there technology there yet? The government is making some kind of new rules and regulations that might almost make solar not worth it anymore. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. Let's just say that. But we know somebody who does. We've invited an expert in, Tom Sbrega. I hope I said your name right.
Yes.
Tom Sbrega. It's just like it looks. I don't know why I struggle with that. And you are with Sbrega Electric, but you're the solar expert.
Yep.
Tell us what's going on. Some new laws, some new regulations?
Yeah, so originally PG&E created net metering, the first version. They called it Net Metering 1, and that was an agreement between solar customers to get a credit back for the solar they overproduced.
And that was okay.
And that was good.
Yeah.
Then they came out with Net Metering 2, and Net Metering 2 introduced a time of use rate where they charged extra between 4 and 9. Right. And this created an environment where people had to get more solar to cover their entire bill instead of part of their bill.
I see.
Now that expired in 2015.
What do you call it?
NEM2 expired,
NEM2
in 2015.
Okay.
Now they're coming out with NEM3, and they already passed this bill. This is the CPUC. And they passed
Public Utilities Commission.
Yeah,
I've heard people talk about this,
Public
but
Utilities Commission.
I haven't understood it yet.
Yes, they've been trying to pass this for a while, and they finally got it through legislation, where now it takes effect April 15th. Okay. And what this is going to do is the extra power that you produce during the day with your solar is not going to get credited back the way it used to. And what that's going to do is put people in a situation where, in order for solar to be worth it after April 15th, they are going to have to get some kind of energy storage battery system so that they can store it at nighttime use it at nighttime.
Instead of selling it back to PG&E,
exactly,
you're going to store it.
Exactly. So it's kind of changing the dynamics of solar.
In the state who wants us to have solar, they keep making these rules to make it not too good, huh?
So in their defense, what they say is that we're producing so much in the middle of the day that they're getting to the point where they're going to have extra power. They already have a few days a year where they have so much power that they can't use it during the day.
So instead of them storing it somewhere, we need to store it ourselves.
Exactly, yeah. I was actually going to bring up that point. So I've been in the industry for 10 years, and other people like me assumed that the utility companies were going to come up with a storage solution so that they could store it.
Always short on power, so yeah.
Yeah, they could store it and sell it back to us at night. They're not going that route. Instead, PG&E and SDGE and Edison, those three companies, are going a different route where they got this NEM3 passed through legislation with millions of dollars of lobbying, of course.
Yes.
And with that, they are now kind of forcing solar consumers after April 15th to purchase their own batteries to kind of solve this storage problem on the utility grid.
Or PG&E just makes a lot more money, right? In those late hours. I mean, that's your prime use hours, and they're going to sell you expensive power.
Exactly. So the payback for a solar system, which could have been 5 to 7 years if you bought it in cash, will now be probably double.
Double that.
Now
you do the mountains a lot, mostly, like above Coarse Gold up there, Madera even, and is that all PG&E or is Edison up there too?
No, that's all PG&E.
Okay.
So we're based in Coarse Gold. We go down to about the 180. That's about our service area. We like to say about a 1 hour radius.
Okay.
So we do Madera, Mariposa County, and down to Fresno County, about to the 180, and that's about our territory. And mostly up in Madera and Mariposa County, a lot of our customers already get batteries. So more than half our customers, about 60-70% of our customers, already get batteries.
So no matter how good PG&E is, if it goes out, you don't have a backup.
Exactly.
You need a battery or generators or something.
And in our area, it goes out a lot more than in Fresno.
Here's a thing you did recently. That's quite a big panel, isn't it?
Yeah, no, actually, that's not too big. That's 20 panels. It looks really big.
We usually see them up on the roof. So.
Yeah, exactly. It looks huge, especially next to the truck. But that's actually a decent-sized 10 kilowatt-hour array. And yeah, that's ground mount. We love doing ground mounts. We do a lot of ground mounts. This picture, this next one here is actually trackers, so that tracks with the sun.
It moves.
It follows the sun.
The panels move.
Yeah.
Wow.
So this is a really cool design. Good for off-grid.
This is actually the actual battery.
This is a solar arc inverter with simplified batteries, simplified lithium ferrophosphate batteries, the safest.
They don't look that big. I could picture some giant thing in your backyard.
No, it's not that big. Doesn't take up that much space.
And they last?
Oh, these should last 20 to 25 years.
Oh my God.
They're rated for 10,000 cycles.
Yeah, I just thought it'd be like your car battery. Every
No.
time you're going somewhere important, your battery goes out.
No, we use these. We use these a lot for off grid, but also for battery backup. But yeah,
What does that mean, off grid?
Off grid is like no PG&E at all. It's just
That'd be nice.
You're 100% off grid.
Yeah.
And you can do that nowadays. I mean, we're Generac dealers also. We do a lot of Generac generators. So we pair a generator with a solar battery backup, a solar battery off-grid
The generator can run on the battery?
Well, if the batteries go too low, the generator kicks on and charges it up.
I see.
So for off-grid,
Sometimes up there you could be out for days.
yeah. So even if you have a great solar system, there's going to be the winter months where you're going to have some weeks where you're not going to have the greatest. And that's when the generator kicks on automatically. Everything's automatic now. Yeah. So you can live off grid and comfortable now. Before, 5-10 years ago, it wasn't like that.
Yeah. So your PG&E goes out a lot in the mountains, but if you have something like this, it never is going to be out.
Well, if your PG&E goes out and you have battery backup, it switches over to the batteries. Yeah. In the morning, the sun comes up, charges the batteries up. So that's the way it works typically.
Yeah. Amazing. Now you have some things going on. You have a what do you call a blog?
I have a blog on our website for NEM3 that explains it in detail. So it explains it in much more detail about the new rules come into place. So before April 15th, if you find a solar contractor, a solar company that you trust, and you sign with them, and they submit all the paperwork, they have to do the plans and submit the paperwork before April 15th, then you'll be locked in, and you'll be grandfathered in. So even if it's not installed...
You wouldn't have the NEM3, but...
You'll be grandfathered into NEM2.
NEM2, okay. That's time of use.
Yeah, well, NEM2 is... You're getting they actually use the terms retail and wholesale. So PG&E was buying it from us at retail.
Right.
That's great for us as solar customers. Yeah. Now they want to buy it from us at wholesale. So they want to pay 8 cents instead of 30 cents.
Wow. That's a giant difference.
So it's a big dip. And if you get grandfathered in, if you sign before April 15th, it's not just as simple as signing, because you have to sign, you have to get the plans done, you have to submit it to PG&E. Yeah. So you have to give your solar company 2 or 3 weeks at least, probably more the better.
Now's the time. Now's the time to sign up, talk to the solar guy.
And then you can get locked in.
Talk to someone like Tom Sbrega.
Yeah, Sbrega.
Dan. We're going to rehearse that if you talk to Tom Sbrega if you're up in the hills or north, in the north there.
Yeah.
And but call him; he'll tell you if he could, if you're in the right area.
Yeah, we service down to the 180. So I mean, if you're north of the 180,
don't wait till the last day of the last week before April 15th.
Don't wait, because we can do 100+ jobs a year, and we're willing to get as many people on board as possible so that we can get them grandfathered into the NEM2.
And this isn't going to be a little different. This is going to be a giant difference. Yeah.
It's a huge difference. I mean, after this, you're going to have to pay usually around $20,000, give or take, for a decent battery system.
Yeah.
So it's going to push your solar cost up quite a bit.
Right. Crazy. What else do you want our viewers to know, Tom? I'm just blown away by what we've heard so far. I don't even want to ask another.
Well, that was the main thing. I mean, we still do generators. We still do new house wires. So if you're building a new house, we'd love to help you out there, new home wires. And we do generators. But most of our business is solar and batteries. We tend to specialize in batteries, especially being in Madera County and Mariposa County. We specialize in batteries. And this new NEM3 thing is going to change the market. And, you really want to pick a company that's going to be around. So like with us, we're electricians too. So even if solar did take a dip, we would be doing
You have
electrical work.
your other thing.
We also specialize in batteries, so we might fare better than most because we already specialize in batteries. But if you're going to pick a company that's going to be around past April 15th, after the solar market. The people who are not interested in doing batteries, those companies might fade away. So you want to.
Everybody I know in solar, they're door-to-door salesmen. They're not really solar guys. They just are selling it door-to-door. Those will probably all disappear. So after April 15th.
I think there's going to be a thinning of the industry.
Now, somebody's watching this. They're waking up and saying, oh, it's time to call.
Yeah.
Where should they start? Should they go to your website first, Sbrega
You
Solar?
can call us directly. Our office is open 9 to 5. Mm-hmm. So we can immediately answer the phone and go through the criteria to kind of qualify you, ask you a few questions. And then it'll come to me for a site survey, and we'll get a site survey out there and then give you a proposal, and that's all free.
What if somebody doesn't have any money? I mean, is there financing or?
There is, yeah. So we do have financing. We have several financing partners. So we can finance you at 3.99%.
Oh my gosh, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, now interest rates, they've been going up. So, but right now we can still offer 3.99%, 0 down, so you don't make a payment at all. You sign on the line, and instead of making your PG&E bill, you're making a loan payment. But if it's less than your PG&E bill, then you're winning.
Is it usually, or?
Oh yeah.
They usually it's cheaper.
Yeah, I mean with batteries, the bigger the system, the better. Mm-hmm. If you have a big PG&E bill, then you can save a lot of money. Yeah. But even a smaller PG&E bill, you'll still save some money. Mm-hmm.
Good.
So.
Well, that's great. Tom Sbrega, Sbrega Electric. But go check out their website, Sbrega Solar, and
Sbregasolar.com will get you there. SbregaElectric.com. Fill out a form, and we'll contact you and get you started for a free proposal. Doesn't cost anything. A lot of it we can do over the phone, and then at least you have an option. You have an option to do something before April 15th if you want.
Yeah, very good. All right, Tom, thank you for coming on the show and giving us this valuable information. And